Hi guys, it's Grace with Grace Gets Gastric, and I am here today with another recipe video. This one is for a cauliflower rice stuffing with ground beef. I'll go ahead and link the original recipe below, but of course I did make some modifications. This is a really macro-friendly, low-carb, high-protein recipe that I go to quite frequently, as it's really quick to make and fits really well within my macros. And I don't know how stuffing like it is, but I think it's not a bad alternative to stuffing for the holidays, so I thought it was an appropriate one to post right before Thanksgiving. Anyways, I hope as always you enjoy, and stick around if you want to watch how to make it.
Okay, so I'm here today to show you how to make this ground beef cauliflower rice stuffing. It's a pretty quick and easy recipe with just a few ingredients. So what you'll want is a pound of ground beef. I have got a lean ground beef here. I believe it's 95 or 97% lean, maybe 96. You'll also want some cauliflower rice. So I just have a bag of riced cauliflower from Trader Joe's. I have a mirepoix mixture, which is chopped celery, onion, and carrot. It's about 2 cups total, so just 2 cups of mixed vegetables of your choice. I also have some olive oil, some garlic. I'm going to be using 2 cloves of garlic. And then for seasonings, I've got Italian seasoning and then salt and pepper. And then finally, I have some Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan, which I will use to top the recipe. So pretty much the most difficult thing that this recipe involves is chopping up the cloves of garlic. If you get the mirepoix pre-chopped, you can also, of course, use pre-chopped garlic. I just had some on hand, so this is 2 cloves of garlic that I'm just giving a quick rough chop. So I'm taking my ground beef. This is 1 pound of ground beef, and I am putting it in my saute pan. And I am just going to go ahead and brown this in the pan. So I'm breaking it up. I am going to go ahead and season it. I didn't show this before. I'm using seasoning salt here. You can season it with salt and pepper, whatever you like. But just go ahead and brown this. This is over medium-high heat, I believe. Like I said, I'm just browning it, breaking it up, and you'll probably, I think this took me about 7 minutes or so. So once that meat has been browned, I went ahead and put that into a large bowl. And now I've got my full bag of rice cauliflower that I am just putting into that same saute pan with the little bit of fat that is left over from the ground beef. And so I'm just going to go ahead and season this up with some seasoning salt, or sorry, some sea salt and some black pepper. Again, use whatever you would like to season it up. And then I am just going to cook this until it's a little bit tender, not super mushy, but not super hard either. So super exact science. I believe this took about 5 minutes, and I just kind of do it to taste. So I'll just try a little bit to see when it's as done as I would like it to be. So once it is done, I'm going to go ahead and take that same bowl that I had the ground beef in, and I'm going to add the cauliflower rice. I'm just going to dump it right on top. And then I'm going to take my same pan that I've been using and put in that tablespoon of olive oil. And then I'm adding in my chopped garlic to that olive oil, and I'm just gonna sizzle that there for about 30 seconds to get it fragrant before I add my entire mirepoix mixture. So like I said, that is about 2 cups of chopped vegetables. And then once I've got those in there, I'm going to season them, of course. So I'm here adding some pink sea salt, some black pepper, and then I am also going to add in some Italian seasoning. So you can use individual seasonings if you prefer. I had the Italian on hand, and I just added a good amount. I don't really measure exactly, but I do find the Italian seasoning gives it kind of that holiday stuffing flavor, in my opinion. So then, just like with the cauliflower, I'm going to go ahead and cook these vegetables until they are just a little bit soft. I still like a little bit of bite to my vegetables. So I believe, again, I think this took like 5 minutes or so, maybe 7. And I just kind of stir it every once in a while until they get soft, and adding additional seasoning to taste. So once the vegetables are done, I'm going to go ahead and add that veggie mixture to the cauliflower rice and ground beef, that bowl, and then I'm just going to give that a big old stir, mix everything all together, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you a single serving of that. So This recipe makes approximately 8 5-ounce servings. So I'm going to go ahead and show you here what 5 ounces looks like. Because it has so much vegetables, I can eat 5 ounces of it because it's not all dense meat. It's primarily vegetables. So I've got 5-ounce serving here, and then to eat, I generally top with about a half a serving of grated Parmesan cheese. So in that case, that's like 2.5 grams or 3-ish grams. And so there you go. So as I said before, this recipe does make, for me, using my ingredients, 8 5-ounce servings. So per serving, and this is including the Parmesan cheese added, it is 125 calories, 13 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat, 6 carbs, and 2.5 fiber. You will likely have different stats depending on if you use different vegetables, if you decide to add the cheese or not. You can definitely add or subtract a lot of different things, but this is a really quick, easy recipe, and I often resort to making it when I just need something fast that fits great with my macros. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next recipe video.